Well, hello everyone. How's everyone doing tonight? I don't have anybody here live yet, but we will soon, I hope. Of course, after the Super Bowl, it's hard to tell, but we'll see. We'll definitely give it a shot. What's up, Recon? How you doing? I was watching the Super Bowl. Fantastic game. Of course, I was rooting for Tampa Bay, of course, since I live in Florida. Francis isn't in here. I just got her name in here to add a little time. She was on here last night, but you weren't here.
I thought you weren't
Or
getting
were you?
on.
I decided to. Do you want to get on?
Who's on there?
Recon.
Just him?
Huh?
Just him?
So far, I just turned it on.
He knows I was there last night.
Oh, you're scratching tickets, huh? How about that? You winning anything? I think my wife is actually going to log in here. I had her logged in, so I had to log her out so she can get in. Jennifer may be coming on. She went to the emergency room earlier, but hopefully she's feeling better. I guess you watched my video on making a camera slider, huh? Okay, cool, good. I hope he does. I'm hoping since the Super Bowl is on, we might actually get some extra people in here tonight. Never know. People might be up full of energy and see the live chat. I did mention Super Bowl, so maybe some people will jump in here. Hey Ken, how you doing? I just finished watching the Super Bowl a while ago, so I'm all hyped up. Yeah. Well, I used to like the Patriots mostly because of Tom Brady. So, hey Doc, how you doing? So I guess was I the only one that watched the Super Bowl tonight? Hmm. Well, I'm sorry, Doc, but I was for Tampa Bay because I live in Florida. So, of course, I'm a Tom Brady fan. So, what can I tell you? It says 2 on my end here, but it's showing everybody here. That's just the way YouTube is. It's never right. I really expected the Chiefs to do a lot better than they did, though, Doc. Of course, supposedly, all the experts were favoring the Chiefs to win by 3 points. That seems to be a bit of an understatement tonight. I guess Mahomes just couldn't get it with it. They got so many penalties that it ain't funny, I think. I think they got over 20 penalties. I think Tom Brady's experience made a lot of difference in that game, too. I mean, he's played in 10 Super Bowls, won 7. That was just another day in the park for him. I can only imagine the amount of pressure there is on a quarterback in the Super Bowl. Well, I don't know if the referees cheated or not. I mean, I won't get into that discussion. I think they cheat all the time sometimes, for one team or the other. I've seen some pretty crappy calls over the years that were real questionable. Yeah, way too many penalties. Well, that slider is what I'll be using now to when I do the paintings for painting lessons. So that before I used to have the camera behind me, and I always caught a part of my face, and it wasn't directly on the picture. So, especially with acrylic painting, I can have it from up ahead, up top, pointing straight down, and you won't be getting me in the picture too. So it'll be a lot clearer, a lot better, and plus I'll be using a video recorder, so I can zoom in and zoom out on the details of it a lot easier. That was the whole purpose of it. I mean, you got to admit, Tampa Bay, I mean, they had it together tonight. There's no doubt about it. In fact, they played even better than I thought they would. I mean, Tom Brady had it together. Tampa Bay won 31-9. I keep meaning to send a comment to 58C Brock to see if everything's okay over there, because we haven't seen her for over a week now. That's really unusual for her not to come around. Hope everything's okay. I think Minnie came on late last night. And my wife was even on last night. Ken and Doc missed her. In fact, let me see if she's coming on tonight. Doc Recon and Ken are right there now. I'd like to say hello to you. Nope, I guess she's not coming on tonight. I think I'll log her back in though, so I can get a little bit of view time from her anyway. That helps the channel anyway. You had a bad migraine last night? Sorry to hear that. I think Recon had one the night before that, I think. Or last night. Yeah, last night. Oh, no, yeah, you did too? I almost didn't have the stream tonight because of the Super Bowl. I wasn't sure if anybody would come or not. And I figured, well, I'll jump on for a half an hour and see if anybody jumps on. Let us know if you win a nice one. What size tickets you doing? $2, $5, $10? Hit a jackpot. I like crosswords myself. I texted her and told her that I was going to have it because she actually called me earlier and asked me if I was. And I told her I wasn't sure if I was or not. I didn't think I would, but I did text her before I started the stream. So she would know. So I don't know if she's going to come or not. Although I guess I could text her again and find out. She did go to the emergency room today about her fall. Luckily, nothing was broke, but she had a lot of pulled muscles. I guess they put her on Percocet and some kind of a muscle relaxer, but she got out of there too late to get to a drugstore to get the medication, so she's got to get it tomorrow morning. So she might be in for a long night. Annie wasn't on last night. Velvet was, but Annie wasn't. Excuse me. I don't know really how Annie's doing. She's kind of one of the people I don't expect to come on very often unless Velvet comes on. Maybe then or maybe not. She doesn't really have any internet except for a phone. And I don't think she gets that much data. I think if she got used to it more, she probably would come on more. I think the live streaming chat is new for Velvet and Annie. They're not used to it at all. It's something new for them. Yeah, hopefully she won't be in pain anymore. I mean, she's in pain tonight, so, but they did give her a Percocet, I think, at the hospital or at the emergency room, but she said it really wasn't working very well yet. No, she didn't get on. She's reading a book on her Android, I think. Well, that's good, Ken. I told Jennifer it's probably going to take her 2 or 3 weeks to recover from the pulled muscles, at least. I've done it many, many times in my life. I pull my back a lot. I'll pull it out, and it's usually a muscle pull, and it takes at least 2 weeks. Although the Doan's pills actually help quite a bit. I'll close these curtains behind me, get rid of that light. It's not hard to pull a muscle when you get older. The older you get, the easier it is. It's just easier all the time to pull a muscle. All you can do is just move wrong, and you pull your back out. I never had that problem until I got older. Yeah, people don't realize how hard you can hit the ground, even from the height that you're standing. Oh, hey, Velvet. Velvet showed up. How about that? Maybe Jennifer will show up now. I don't know. I did text her, so I don't know. She hasn't answered me yet. Velvet, did Jennifer say she was getting on? Well, she called me a little bit earlier and asked if I was going to have the stream tonight. And I told her I wasn't sure at that point because of the Super Bowl. You can tell I didn't even shave tonight. I was more interested in the Super Bowl at the time. And I texted her and told her that I did the stream. I was doing the stream, so she'll either come on or she won't, one or the other. Yeah, she probably was. I'm supposed to bring her to Trenton tomorrow morning to Palms to get her medication. Probably first thing in the morning when they open. Yeah, I heard you fell asleep right there at the keyboard, basically. I get notices from people all the time from that I don't even know, inviting me to different things on YouTube. I'd like to know how the heck they do it, because I'd like to be able to send out a invite to people to join my stream that I don't know who they are or whatever, but I get notices all the time, and I'm not even subscribed to them. That's what's puzzling about it. Yeah, that's true. After so many, I've stayed awake for several days at a time before, and your brain will actually shut down for even just for a couple of seconds, because your brain has to rest, even if it's just a couple of seconds. If you ever get so tired and you all of a sudden like feel like you had a memory lapse or something, that's what happened. Your brain shut down just for a second or two because it had to rest. At least that's what I'm told, and I think it's probably true. Your sleeping meds don't work. I have a hard time going to sleep myself a lot because of my lungs, but sometimes I can go in and go right to sleep, but it's not very often. I usually will lay there for a minimum of a half an hour, sometimes an hour, sometimes 2 hours before I finally fall asleep. But a lot of times it's because I'm thinking about many things at one time. My brain is very active. I'm actually multitasking a dozen times, thinking about things that I want to do, or things that I need to do, and whatever. And that's just how I've always been. There, she made it. Hello, Jennifer. I guess you got my message. Yeah. Yeah, I told you, I let you know like quite a while ago that I was going to go ahead and put it on and see if anybody showed up. But I guess a lot of these guys here, most of them aren't that crazy about football, so they showed up pretty quick. Mm-hmm. That's okay. That's not very good, Recon. But it's better than nothing, I guess. As that one guy says, it's better than a kick in the pants. Sounds like somebody's here. I'll be right back. Nope, I guess it was a helicopter. I guess I'm lucky because I don't take medication at all normally. I'm one of them ones that I don't even take aspirin for a headache normally, unless it's a bad one. Then I'll take 2 aspirin and it'll work because I don't take them very often. But I don't get many headaches either, so it's not a problem normally. I guess I'm one of the lucky ones that just don't get many headaches. My mother used to get them all the time, and migraines, sometimes every day for weeks. My wife gets headaches pretty often too. I'm probably the cause of most of her headaches. All right, Ken, have a good night. Thanks for coming by. It's always appreciated. I've taken Benadryl a few times, not very often. I have to be really pretty sick before I'll take anything. Hmm. Timmy's cat's watching me. Huh. I could probably scare him by going, rah. Did I scare him? Did I scare the cat? Probably attack your phone. Who knows? I'm 4 hours short of 2,600 viewing hours. Not too sure we'll make it tonight, though. That means I'll be down to, I need 1,400 more. So, Velvet, did you watch the Super Bowl? Well, we got a long way to go on the hours, I'll tell you that. Need about 30 or 40 people in here every night for quite a while to get them all. I hope you're not driving and texting, Velvet. Naughty, naughty. It's a good way to get yourself hurt. Okay, that's good. I wouldn't want her to be texting while she's driving. 58C Brock used to drive and listen to the conversation, but she wouldn't type anything unless she stopped at a red light or a stop sign or whatever. Yeah, the guys were just asking about why Annie hasn't been back. Maybe she don't like us. Maybe I think Recon scared her. Just messing with you, Recon. Hey, nice. You can't complain about that. So overall, you did pretty well. So you made $150, Recon. Can't complain about that. That's pretty good. I'm glad this mic's got a mute button on it. At my age, when I have to burp or whatever, I can at least mute it. Since you guys heard me breathing all the time, it embarrassed me enough that I bought a new mic with a pop filter on it. So hopefully you won't hear my breathing. Of course, it might improve my sound quality too at the same time. I would hope. Yeah, there's been a lot of people, Recon, that have died because they were texting. And what's even worse is that they've caused somebody else's death. Well, so much for your winnings. At least you had enough left over to buy a few more. I'm really surprised that cheap mic and that camera and that webcam can pick up my breathing. Must be a better mic in there than I thought. Yeah, that really makes me angry and very upset when I live near Gainesville, which is a big city, and it's a college town. And it's against the law in Florida to text when you're driving. Most of them college kids, excuse me, they ignore that law. I get so angry when I see these people, darting in and out of cars and stuff. Then you get up next to them, and they're texting while they're driving all the time, dodging in and around other cars and everything. And it's pitiful. It's just ridiculous. You're begging to either kill yourself or kill somebody else or both. Talk on the dang phone. You can talk and drive with no problem. And most all the newer cars for the last 6 or 7 years have Bluetooth radios, so that you can Bluetooth your phone to the car and talk while you're holding the steering wheel. No problem. Well, you're not alone, Recon. We've all lost friends, relatives from drug overdoses. That's what happened to my youngest daughter's husband recently. Just a few weeks ago, he died from a drug overdose. It may not even been that long ago, but I think it's been about 3 weeks. And that was my son-in-law. Just can't get the monkey off their back. Okay, yeah, a month ago. Yeah, he did some pretty dumb stuff. You know, he got so desperate he was sucking this air you use for cleaning your computer. You know, the air spray bottles for cleaning your computer with. He'd put that up his nose. He'd black out from it. Really stupid. That's like Freon. That stuff will freeze your brain. Exactly. Yeah, they should know better, but they don't. For some unknown reason, you can't convince them. They all say, well, I can control it. I can quit whenever I want to. No, you can't. You've got to want to quit. If you don't want to quit, you're never going to quit. That's a fact. All right, Jennifer, good night. Hope you get feeling better. And I'll give you a call in the morning before I pick you up. Hopefully you'll be up, that is. I'll be around 9 o'clock. I'll call you somewhere around there. 8:30 or 9, whatever. Probably 9-ish. Okay. Yeah, we've all had to grow up like that, Recon. Before I met my wife, when I met my wife, actually, I'd already been, when I came out of the service, I was actually a bouncer in a bar for several years. And in fact, the night she was supposed to go out with me, the first night I was beating somebody up. And but I was a drinker. I drank like a fish because people used to be in the bouncer in the bar. People were buying me booze all the time. Yeah, I agree, Doc. That's crazy. It's like I try to tell all my grandchildren, don't start, then you'll never have to worry about having to quit and getting that monkey off your back, because nothing good ever comes from it. I don't care how good it makes you feel. It's a very temporary feeling. I gotta tell them all, get high on life. There's plenty of things in life that can make you high, basically. Like when one of your children are born, watching the birth of that child and holding that baby in your hands for the first time, there's nothing that can get you higher than that. And there's many other things. Buying your first house, buying your first car, buying your first new car. I mean, there's many things that can make you feel high and feel a lot more joyful than what drugs can do to you. In fact, I rarely even drink anymore. Very, very rare. And if I do, it's one, maybe two, if it's over a long period of time. I've been to bars before with friends. They'd drink 3 or 4. I drank one. And they'd always try to talk me into drinking more. And I would tell them, that's my limit. I don't care whether you're buying one or not. I'm not going to drink another one because that's my limit. If you don't like it, drink it yourself. Whatever. I'll carry you home. Yep, I'm very familiar with that, Recon. I have a couple of sons with the same issue. One of them is getting in there for a heart problem that you already know about. I think what saved me from drugs the most is we've all tried pot when we were younger. I mean, face it, my age, most people back then in the 60s, they tried it. And basically, I tried it like everybody else did. I mean, you know, it made me giggly and whatever, but it wasn't anything that I really wanted to continue with. Everything else scared me too much. LSD and whatever else there was back then, meth and all that stuff, and cocaine and all that. Read too many horror stories about that stuff. Pills that I didn't know what they even were, which I don't like to take pills anyway. I had to have trouble swallowing pills, so why would I try to take them? So I've always been one of the people that I have to have total control of what I'm doing. That's what stopped me from ever having to worry about drugs, because I knew that I would lose control. All right, Velvet. Have a good night. Thanks for stopping by. We'll probably have a stream tomorrow night if you want to jump on, and maybe you can get Annie on again tomorrow night so the guys can say hello. If you have any other friends, get them on too. You know, I've seen people do acid and stuff like that. I didn't like the results of it. They definitely had no control at all. So that pretty much killed it for me right there. Have a good night, Velvet. Tell Timmy I said hello. Well, that's good, Recon. I mean, you've already beat it, basically. So that's the main thing. I have no desire to try anything at all. I have enough bad habits. I figured the smoking was bad enough. And when I was younger, the alcohol was definitely bad enough. Probably my worst habits now are I still smoke and I drink a ton of coffee every day. That's it. Those are my only bad habits. That's pretty much it. And sadly, if people are honest, I know you guys have smoked too, I guess. If you're honest about the smoking, it's hard to quit when you enjoy it. I mean, I know it's bad for you and it makes me cough and choke and everything else, but I'm still hooked on them and I still enjoy them. So that's just the way it is. I'm pretty sure I'll die smoking. Well, from what I'm told, that's what happened to my son-in-law, who just died. He got a hold of some bad drugs. 7 other people died around the same time, getting stuff from the same person. The police are already on that particular individual, giving them bad, I don't know if it's meth or what it was, but whatever it was bad, deadly bad. So they've got enough evidence, I guess. Somebody's probably going to be going to jail for a really long, long time, like forever. When you start taking stuff that's homemade, you're taking your life into your own hands without a doubt. And most of that stuff is homemade. Yes, it is. It is. And there's a lot of people out there that are way willing to let you die taking their junk that they make. As long as they get them dollars in their pockets. They could care less. Yeah, there's a lot of fake everything out there besides the pills. Excuse me, bad meth, bad coke, bad hash, whatever, all kinds of drugs out there is bad. Bad pills. I mean, it just, the list goes on and on and on. I mean, there's people that put gas in a bag and sniff it. I mean, how safe can that possibly be? It's not. It's deadly. I mean, people do the dumbest things. Drano. They do Drano, for crying out loud. There's all kinds of common things that are dangerous to people that kids do now. It's just amazing. You know, just the fact that you know that it's a cleaning solution should know it's deadly. Yep. Yeah, that's unfortunately that's all too common, Recon. That's very common. I mean, of course, even though that the drugs are illegal, all that stuff's illegal. It's illegal to do all that stuff. It's just so hard to stop it. It's just, you know, sadly, people don't listen to you when you try to tell them, you know, don't start because you won't be able to stop. For some reason, especially the younger generation, they're like, if you tell them don't, that's like saying do it. It's the way it always seems to work. It's like you're challenging them and saying, you can't stop. So they go, yes, I can, and I'll prove it to you. So they'll start, and then all of a sudden, guess what? They can't stop because they didn't listen. They didn't have the willpower they thought they did to stop. There you go. And all it takes is one mix up in a pill. And that pill could be one that you're actually allergic to. It's really a sad thing. Very sad. Yeah, that's it. That's been the excuse since back in the 50s. It's cool. People think it's cool. There's nothing cool about dying. And sadly, if they don't die, they see their friends die from it. By then, they're already hooked and they can't get off it. It's just a vicious circle. It just keeps going. Doesn't stop. Even when these people get locked up in jail for it, strangely, you see them get locked up for a year or two, and they can't get it there. Of course, some of them do get some, but I mean, most of the time they don't get it. They get out, and they've already been weaned off it. They've gone through the withdrawals. That's all done. And as soon as they get out, they start again. Incredible. That's what it is, Recon. It's Russian roulette. Yeah. And it's probably about the same odds as spinning that cylinder with one bullet in it. Eventually, you're going to get it. That's just a sad thing. It's a very sad thing. Well, guys, I think we pretty much run the course for tonight. There's only the three of us left here, so I think we'll go ahead and just shut her down for the night. I appreciate y'all coming. I'm really surprised that anybody showed up, to tell you the truth, because I didn't think anybody would because of the Super Bowl. I just kind of threw it online tonight just out of a whim, just to see if anybody did show up. But I appreciate you all coming, and we'll see you tomorrow night for sure. Hopefully we can get some more people coming in. I don't know. It's getting a bit depressing for me not getting more people in, but that's just the way it is. I'm keeping patient though, hoping that it'll just keep growing. We're getting some more in though, with Jennifer and Velvet and Annie and them coming too, and Florence shows up once in a while, so that helps. And hopefully Brock will start coming back again too, and Matt. That'll all help. So I think you all have a good night. I think we'll go ahead and just shut it down for the night. Y'all get some rest I know some of you got to work tomorrow. I know I do. So I'll be up at 6 o'clock. So I'm going to head off to bed myself. So y'all have a good night, okay? All right. Good night, guys. God bless. Have a good one.